Hello, I am Arushi Mishra. I am an official serving in the Indian Forest Service. I cleared the examination of Indian Forest Service exam of 2018 and the result came in 2019. And now I am undergoing training in Indira Gandhi National Forest Academy. Basically about my introduction, I belong from Raebareli, a place in Uttar Pradesh, and then I did my graduation from IIT Roorkee, and then I started preparing for the services. And here, given a chance and an opportunity to interact with you people, I would love to share some of the tips and some of the ideas how to prepare for the Forest Service examination, because it is one of the toughest examination and people have been preparing very sincerely and very diligently for years. And I would like this opportunity to guide and help if it may be possible by me.
Okay, ready.
For the start, I would like to talk about forestry as an optional. Since forestry is such a common optional in the Forest Service examination that it helps in your mains and it helps you to score very good in the interview as well. So many people take it. So talking about forestry, first we'll segregate the discussion into some parts, and first will be the sources that you need to refer. For my personal understanding, I would suggest you only one source as a book, that is Manikandan and Prabhu. People tend to suggest many more books, but given the time limit that we have of 1 month, I would suggest to go with this one book only. But at the same time, this book is not sufficient enough for you to answer all the questions that come in the examination, and as well as to write 200 words on the topic that are even given in the book. So what you need to do is that you need to refer to the subsidiary sources, and by that I mean that you need to refer to Google, YouTube and many other websites. And that we'll be dealing with when we'll be discussing about how to prepare in the other 30 days. So basically my suggestion for the book is just go with Manikandan and Prabhu. Second thing, get the syllabus printed, and third thing, get the past 25 years paper of forestry printed with you. These three things will come very handy when you start preparing. Then let's talk about how to do all this in 30 days, and reading only one book, how can you succeed in the examination and with very good marks. Talking about the strategy, if you have like 4 weeks left, for example, a month is left. So 4 weeks left, we'll consider it only as 3 weeks, because the last week we do not even consider. We should not consider, because that's a revision week. That might be a week that you might get sick, or you might get some family emergency, or you might even have any other thing that you need to attend to, or if you are lucky to not attend to any of these things, then you can actually revise and do very good in that part. So that is off limits. So coming for the other 3 weeks that we have in our hand, and we'll start discussing if considering that you are starting from zero. So in the first week, my strategy, what I did was I prepared for more than a month, because it was approximately 2 months for me. But gradually over time I condensed it to a month, and I can say that first you need to, in the first week, what you need to do is read the Manikandan and Prabhu book cover to cover. And when I say cover to cover, I mean it, because many of the people will say go with the syllabus. That is also a good idea, but eventually going with the syllabus also you'll need to cover the whole book. So you read the book cover to cover from in first 4 to 5 days. It will be very difficult and very hectic. Believe me, you might take 10 to 12 hours of studying each day for one subject. I'm not even saying about the other optional that you might be preparing, because it takes a lot of time. If you want to prepare in 1 month, you might take 18 hours a day or 19 hours a day. That's humongous, but that will be a good payoff for 1 month, right? So the first week for 4 or 5 days, you need to study the Manikandan and Prabhu book. Do it very fast and very as in you need to just take care of the idea, and you need to get the idea what the topic is all about, what the book is all about. Then the remaining days in the week, like 2 or 3 days might be remaining. In those days, get the syllabus printed and see the book and see the syllabus, so that now that you have read the book very quickly, and you might not be having any idea what is written in it after like 5 days. So you'll start seeing the syllabus after 4-5 days. And when you see the syllabus, what my idea would be to actually mark things that are there in Manikandan, and you are able to see that okay, this topic was at least there. and mark the topics that are not there. The topics that are not there, you need to just Google it and make a word file of that. Make a word file heading named forestry, and whatever content you might search, just copy and paste, just copy and paste. You Google it, you YouTube it, or you see news about it, anything, just anything would work. So in the first week, what you will do is you'll read the Manikandan and Prabhu book in the first 4 to 5 days, and then you'll see the syllabus. And in the syllabus, you'll be marking those points that are not there in the book, that you have no idea about it. So what you need to do is make a word file, just copy paste from the Google, YouTube, whatever place you find that content about. And when I say that you need to Google it, I mean to say that Google the keyword. For example, there is a topic of, for example, deforestation, just in case if the topic is that and that's not given in the book. If you want to write that deforestation UPSC, that's the keyword you'll search. So based on that, you'll get some coaching material on the internet. Just see that, copy paste that. Then what you do is just slide across. In Google, when you search, there is this general all, then news, then maps, then diagrams, like that kind of all the searches are made. So just keep on, just do all these searches, because you'll find better content. What is news about it? What is any diagram that you can make about it? Any map that you can refer about it? So whatever you see, my whole point is, because you don't have time, you are not able to make the notes, just copy paste it, so that you have something to refer when you are going to study that. So that is the first week. In the second week, what I would suggest is again start the book, the Manikandan and Prabhu. Now you have very fair idea that there are many topics that are not there in the book, but there are actually many topics that are already covered in the book. And now is the point of time where you'll start indexing the book, because indexing Manikandan and Prabhu is important, because the book is not properly indexed. They do not say it is 1 and 1.1 and 1.1.8. They do not do that, and that is actually very much required, because there are, for example, there is a concept called layering. So there are multiple ways of layering, and in those multiple ways, there are all other multiple ways of layering. So what you need to do is you need to index your book. Every chapter 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 1.3.8, like that you need to index the book and read the book. It will take around 3 to 5 days again. Now this time you need to index the book as well as see some chapters might be there. There are 2 chapters that I would specifically say. There is one silviculture systems, that's a very huge chapter, and there is second is mensuration. That's also a huge chapter with a lot of formulas and everything, and you might not get the hold of both the chapters in both the readings. You'll have no clue what's written, though I'm not saying that you'll have the clue of other things that are also written, because you'll be reading very fast, but at least you'll have some idea that okay, there is something. But these 2 chapters you'll not have any idea. But what I am saying, don't get much idea about it, just make index of that also. Just do the indexing, because now the indexing is done, your book is done. The next thing I will say is, for example, you'll spend in the week, you'll spend like 4 to 5 days in doing this, and then next 2 days or next 1 day you start preparing the index of the book. By saying preparing the index of the book, I mean index of the chapters. You have seen the index of the book. It is written chapter 1 this, chapter 2 this, right? So indexing a chapter means you write the heading. For example, silviculture systems. Just write the heading. 1 was this, 1.1 was this, 1.1.8 was this, and just heading. Only headings and subheadings. You make a heading and subheading, so every chapter will take around half of A4 page. Just only the keywords, that's the headings, right? So what I'm saying, to do this, it will take around 1 day or 1.5 days, but it will be very beneficial for you. So this culminates to approximately 6 days or probably 5 or 6 days of your week. And then now that I have asked you to get the printed papers of past 25 years, get those papers and sit down. Now what you'll realize, go through the question paper of all the 25 years. You'll realize that there are many questions that you are able to attend to, because you have read Manikandan and Prabhu once, you have read it again, and now you have indexed it. At least you have this idea that a question is asked, so okay, there is something that I have read about it. You will not be able to write about it, but there is something you can actually identify that you have read about it. So mark the questions that you are able to write and circle the questions that you are not able to write because they were not there in the book. They were not even there in the syllabus that you have not done in the first week also. So mark those questions, and believe me, those questions will be huge. The numbers will be huge, but trust me, those questions will be repeated. So what you need to do is, the moment you see a question that you are not able to answer because you have not read in the syllabus or you have not read in the Manikandan and Prabhu, not able to answer as in not able to write even a word or get an idea that, oh my god, I have read it or not. You just Google it, copy paste in the word. And with the Google, I told you how to Google or YouTube. Okay, so you need to check all the tabs that are there so that you get a very broad idea. For example, if I'm saying layering, type layering in layering UPSC, layering India, layering word, layering best examples, layering news, right? And see the diagrams, see the ideas what are there, so that you, and just copy paste for your reference. So by this 2 weeks now, you'll have a very fair idea of what you have done. So talking about the third week, so now by this time you have a very fair idea of what comes in examination, what is there in your book, what is not there in your book, and what is there in the syllabus or what comes in the question paper you have written in the word file as well. So now comes the third week. We do not have the fourth week, so we have the last week now. And you have just an idea of syllabus, what is there. You have no clue that you'll be able to write the 200 words or not. That's the frank part of it. You'll not be having any idea. So this is the week where you start studying and where you start mugging things up. You need to learn, and for learning, I say now you need to go through all the Manikandan and Prabhu parts in a very diligent manner. But now you know where to focus. For example, I was telling you the silvicultural systems and the mensuration chapter. That part is huge. You'll not be able to get in absolutely no idea. What is this written? What are the formulas written? People in the market and the bookstores will be suggesting you a huge number of books that, okay, for this formula you can refer to this book. That's not needed, because now you have gone through the question papers and now you realize that only certain sections of the silvicultural system or certain segments of mensuration are being asked. So why bother about others? There is always an optional choice to attend the papers. So just mark, since now you have read this, you are able to identify, okay, we need to do only this. So just read the limited part. But now the parts that you are reading this week, you need to be doubly sure that you are learning everything. The things that, for example, there is a concept called, the question comes about how to write the tree species and its properties and this and that, and there is a huge chapter in Manikanda dedicated about it, and you'll be all frenetic about seeing how to learn this. But the whole idea is, just start talking with your parents, your family members, or just see a YouTube video. For example, Acacia catechu is a word, and now you'll be like, oh my god, what the hell is this, and how I should do that, and really it is deciduous, or what is the rainfall, what not. You'll have all the fear. Just YouTube it in your mother tongue. You'll be able to find really good content, and you'll be able to have a good idea. At least you'll be able to get it is deciduous or evergreen or whatever, what time it does fruit, or what is it used for. So these are the things that you can make your preparation lively as well as very interactive in the third week, so that you learn and mug up everything. So in the third week, it will be a diligent work and it will take 7 days. Now the fourth week comes, where I said that it does not exist for you, because it actually does not exist. Now you need to do is do the 2 times more revision of Manikandan Prabhu or the materials that you might have prepared till now. Because now by this time you will have around 4 to 5 revisions. However flimsy it might sound in the initial 2 weeks, now from the third week onwards it has become very serious. Now you know things, now you are able to at least write something. So this 2 weeks, this last week will be dedicated to it. So now the question arises ki, okay, we have done here, and now there is 1 week gap also between the GS and the mains and the optionals in the mains, right? So what to do in that time? So moreover, what I would suggest in that time, because now after 4-5 revisions, you will be having a huge idea about what to write. So in the last week, what you get is for 2 days you will be needing for revision only, because now you have revised a lot, so it will take around 2 days only, nothing more than that, trust me. And other 2 to 3 days that you have with you, just do the value addition. The way I asked you to Google things, no? The way I asked you Google things, you YouTube things, you try to find examples that are regional, that are more diverse, that are more news on, it is more in news that people can relate to it, and make sure that how you can increase your score, like making how to represent different kind of forest. You can always write, or you can always make a map, you can always make a diagram. So like think value addition, you can think about it every time, and making very diligent use of, people say that you can use color pencils. I would suggest just make it with pen or pencil, it does not matter. If you have very good writing skills, then you can always use color pencils or whatever. It will add marks probably, I don't know, but my marks were not even cut when I made with pen. So you can do it as well, but you last week will be spent in all this, the last week, that is the main Pala week, that will be spent in the value addition only. So that is basically you need to do with forestry. There can be many things done. If you have like 2 or 3 months, there can be other things that can also be done, but in 1 month, probably this can be the revision and re-revision, and going through what comes in the examination is probably one of the things that can help you score better. So now when the preparation part is, I have covered what is the syllabus and how you need to approach towards it. Then comes how to write the answers, and actually when to start the answer writing, and which test series to join, and how to do the time management in the examination. So first we come about when to start writing. And when I say when to start writing, I mean even start small practicing. So the first 4 months, 4 weeks that we discussed. So in the third week when you enter, the third week I mentioned, when you come to the third week, you start writing something by your own. Something, it will not be good, it will not be anything that might be particularly relevant, but you start writing something for like 10 to 15 minutes a day or half an hour a day, because it will give you a fair idea. If you have not done any answer writing practice in the earlier times, then you need to do it for half an hour to 1 hour a day. But if you have a decent practice of before, like you might have done 2 or 3 months before, then you can just have a 10 to 15 minutes or 30 minutes writing session. Then in the fourth week when you come, this is the week where you join the test series. You might have joined the test series earlier. I would not say ki do not join it earlier. You might have joined the test series earlier, but I would suggest go for a test series that has more of full syllabus question papers more, and only attempt 2 to 4 papers, for example, because you have very less time. And on that basis, I would say for forestry, attend one set, that is paper 1 and paper 2. If you have time, attempt the second set as well, that is paper 1 and paper 2 again, but not more than 4. Genuinely not more than 4, because you don't have time for it. And 2 also would be good. Join the test series earlier, or if you don't intend to join a test series earlier, just attempt a paper in the 4th week. So that will be good. And talking about which test series is better in the market, so there are a lot of test series you can join according to your convenience, according to your financial capacity, or according to your need as well. Because you might be a person that might not be needing the test series, and you need to write only 2 papers. Just write 2 papers and get it corrected by some friend, or at least see by yourself. You'll get a very fair idea, because now that you are in the stage that you know something. And then coming about how to write the answers. So writing the answers is very similar that you do in CSE. It is nothing different, except for 1 or 2 points. That first is that it is a technical paper, and these are the technical optionals. So the chances of you getting good marks is as high as the chances of you are getting of low marks, because here things are finite. What is there is there. You cannot create anything out of your own. So that is where the thing that I discussed earlier, that you need to revise and re-revise the keywords, comes. Because in forestry you can't write whatever you feel like. At least the keywords you cannot write what you feel like. At least if you know the keyword, you can describe, because it is not that tough. So here what I would say is write to the point and make very neat sketches and diagrams. It can be paper by pen, pencil, color pencil, whatever you like. I would suggest do with pen or pencil, and to save time, because there are a lot of questions. And what I would say is conclusion or pre-conclusion part. That is something very specific. When I say pre-conclusion is something that gives an edge to your answer, and that edge comes from when you in the third week or fourth week, what you do is value addition. No? In value addition, you can always search, like for example, you belong to Tamil Nadu. Then if there is a stratigraphy, oh, that's geology. But coming to forestry, if you talk about the teak forest, so teak forest, you know your region better, you can remember your region better. If you are from Tamil Nadu, if you are from UP, just Google or YouTube Sal forest of UP, teak forest of Tamil Nadu. So you'll get an area, particular area that's your area, so that you're able to remember that example. And your example will be different from others. Just write example, this type of tree forest etc. is found in this area also of Tamil Nadu, of UP. Because your area you'll be able to remember, you'll be able to reproduce, and it will give you a very distinct touch to your answer. Then in the conclusion part, what I would say, write a more technical conclusion. What in CSE is okay is about writing any conclusion. But here you need to write a more technical conclusion that can be combined with government schemes. And with technical conclusion, I mean, write something that's more practical, or that's more of a scientific. For example, XYZ study has been conducted by Department of Science and Technology, Department of Biotechnology, or something that comes in handy when you read the science and tech part of the PT 365 or Mains 365. That are some aspects that is very helpful when you write the conclusion of forestry optionals. Then last thing is how to manage the time when you are attempting the question paper. So the question paper is of 200 marks, and there are 5 questions that are to be attempted. There are 8 questions, you need to attempt 5. So there are sections, there are 1 and 5 question is as usual 5 questions each, and that is compulsory. So how to attempt, my idea would be, give half an hour to each of the 5 questions. By each of the 5 questions, I mean 5 questions, half an hour. So that will be 2.5 hours. So you'll be like, oh my god, I have this half hour left. So that's not the half hour that's left. First 5 minutes will be 5 to 7 minutes will be spent in all this selection of the questions that you would like to attempt. Then 5 minutes will be wasted by some random filling of question paper, OMR, roll number and something. Then some 5 minutes will be randomly wasted by something, this happened, all the students see that question paper is getting opened, or the invigilator might be talking or disturbing you incessantly. So just don't count that 15 minutes. That is a luxury if you get. Enjoy those 15 minutes, make your question answer copy very beautiful. But don't count that 15 minutes. So what I would say, take the question paper, select the questions that you want. So in the initial half an hour, you might be getting only 20 minutes, because 5 minutes will be used in 5 to 7 minutes in the selection of questions, and then 2 to 5 minutes will be in the filling of roll numbers and everything. So now you have 20 minutes only. But I would say in those 20 minutes, attempt the 5th number question. 5th number, because initially you have this inertia of writing. Do not start writing the first question and write it so rubbish that the invigilator, the checker sees your copy and gets a very bad impression about you. Attempt the 5th question so that you get into the feel of it. So 5th question, then come to other questions as per the choice you like. There is no compulsion. What I would say, give half an hour to each slot. Each slot means each question. So there might, in the first slot, you have only 20 minutes left. 30 minutes is the slot for the 5th question as well, and you have only 20 minutes left. You might be able to write only 3 questions. So just circle the 4th and 5th question that you'll do later. Do not get stuck that, okay, I'll complete this only, then I'll cover the other part. Because if that happens, you'll start losing the track of time. It will get wasted every time. Because every time you'll be trying to calculate with the help of your clock that, okay, this is the amount of minute that is left, and it will be a mess counting all these clocks and the needles. So what I would suggest, in the first 20 minutes you'll write 3 questions, leave the other 2 questions. Then come to other question, then come to other question, all those half an hour slots. And the questions that you are able to complete, mark as tick. The questions that you're not able to complete in that given slot, mark as circle. So that the last half an hour that you had in mind that it will be left, that half an hour will be used for all the remaining questions. By that, you'll not have this pressure of that, okay, the clock has moved from 2 to 2:30. and now 2:32:3 is the next slot. It is that slot. It will not be like, okay, it has moved till 2:40, then 2:40 to 3:10. All this calculation will be avoided. So you are more free, and those remaining questions will be done in the last half hour. So by this way, you will be able to complete your question paper well in time and with a lot of confidence as well. So probably these are the only tips that you need in the last moment. I think if you have any queries, keep us posted so that we'll be able to help you in a better way. Thank you.